Watching my screen. So I just opened the Google Chrome.
Yeah, madam. You can able to.
Okay, thank you. So, uh, so before we are going to start the Angular or anything, so first of all, we should aware of that. First of all, what is the web application? The first thing is what is the web application, and exactly what are the technologies we are going to use in the web application. So already I have explained. So what is the web application in the sense? A simple thing is a web application is nothing but the a simple thing is a web application is nothing but the collection of web pages. For understanding purpose, just I'm giving giving the uh, some definition for that. So yeah, so I will mute the guys. So if anyone having any doubts, you can speak to me, no problem. You can unmute yourself and you can speak to me. Okay. Yeah. So first of all, what is the web application? So before we are going to start the Angular, before we are going to learn the Angular technology, first of all, we should at least know about the some few web technologies. Those are HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So before that, we should understand the what is the web application. Okay. So web application. So web application is nothing but the collection of the web pages. As in our course, we are going to create the one small web application by using the HTML and CSS. Okay, so in this course, so it will take 1 week time. So for that, first of all, in the course, okay, this 1 week, so we are going to learn the what are the basics about the HTML and basics about the CSS. Based on those things, we have to go into we are going to design the one small web application. So as you are seeing here, this is the application we are going to create. So before we are going to create this, we should understand the what is the basics of the HTML and CSS. So what is the web application? So if you see that this is the one kind of a web application. This is the one kind of web application. If you type the Google is also one kind of a web application. Microsoft.com, that is also one kind of a web application. The web application contain to the different web pages. The web application contain to the different web pages. So if you see that this is the kind of a small little mini application. This is employer related mini application. It's having the different web pages. So for designing the web pages, we should learn the HTML along with the CSS. So if whatever you're saying, so what is the necessity of the HTML in this application in the sense, whatever you're seeing this content, so this content, whatever you're seeing the content about the project, so this related paragraph, this image, so this sidebar related control content, everything, this, this navigation links, these navigation links. So whatever seeing this is nothing but all the things are nothing but the content. So this content we are going to develop by the HTML. And what is the importance of the CSS in this application? So if you see that the background color is called green, so background color is called some black. Here the background is called some little green, something light green. So what is the use of the CSS in the sense? By using the CSS, we can design we can style the content. So what is the HTML? So web application in the sense, what is the web application? Web application is nothing but the collection of web pages. So simple thing, simple definition, collection of the web pages. So how we are going to design the web pages? Very simple. How the basic technology. What is the technology we are going to use for design the web page? So HTML plus CSS. So by using these two concepts, we are going to by doing these two concepts, we are going to design the one small project. So as you have seen the backend, right? That project we are going to design. So HTML, what is the need of the HTML in the sense for creating the content? Create the content. So create the content in the sense whatever saying the background. So about the project. So home services. This is the nothing. This is the content all about the your system. That is the content. Images. Everything is the content. So that content we are going to design by the HTML. So what is the CSS? By using the CSS, we can going to design we are going to create the style by using the CSS. Okay. So by using the HTML, we are going to create the content. By using the CSS, we are going to create the style. Okay. So that is the thing. And moreover, what exactly if you see that in the PDF document, this is the something Google has given the definition about the HTML. So what is the exactly meaning of the HTML? So HTML, as you said, that just is a very simple thing is we are going to create the content based on HTML. But as per Google standards, Google definition, have this is HTML is a kind of a markup language. That is a kind of a markup language, hypertext markup language. Okay, so hypertext markup language is standard system for tagging the text file to achieve font, color, graphic, and hyperlink effects on worldwide web pages. So at the same time, Wikipedia also given the some definition from the Wikipedia. Wikipedia said that HTML is a markup language for structuring and presenting the content on the World Wide Web. World Wide Web. A World Wide Web in the sense this is the www is the World Wide Web. So whatever if you open the website anything, so it is starts from the www, right? That is the World Wide Web. So whatever going to present the content and the structure, so we are going to use by using the HTML. So okay. So first of all, how we are going to create the HTML. So how I'm going to create the code by using the HTML. So we can create the code. We can create the code by using. We can create the code in HTML. So we are going to use the different softwares. So we are going to use the different softwares. What are the softwares we are going to use for creating the for developing the HTML? For developing the HTML, what are the softwares? So what are the softwares? So what are the softwares instead? We can use the notepad also. So as of now, this is the notepad, right? This by using the notepad also, we can develop the HTML code, this notepad. So by using this notepad also, we can develop the HTML code and we can use the notepad plus plus also. Notepad plus plus is the one kind of a software and we can use the VS Code. VS Code is Visual Studio Code. VS Code this is one kind of a software. So we are having the even online editors also is there. So if you type the Google Chrome, if you type the what is the online editors, so for example online editors for HTML, if you type the online editor for HTML, you can get the online editors. So by using the online also we can create the HTML. Okay, so by using the VS Code, what is the VS Code in the sense? I will tell you that. So VS Code, we are having software and Sublime is there, some Atom is there. So these are the different softwares for developing the HTML. Even if you are not aware of these softwares, you can, that's no problem. You can develop by using the Notepad also. But my recommendation is here. So if you are going to develop the HTML, if you are going to create the code, okay, create the HTML code create the HTML code, my recommendation is create the VS Code software. So many developers in the IT industry, they are using VS Code. VS Code in the sense visual code. Visual code. This is a Microsoft product. Okay. So by using the VS Code, we can create the HTML. So we can get so many softwares are there. So Sublime, so online editor. If you are not familiar with that, so you can go to the online also by using if you type the online. Okay, if you type the online, see that this is a kind of a small HTML related code. So even online also we can develop the code. Okay, what are the softwares we are going to use for that? Okay, and one more thing is So and then when you are going to, so let me create the one sample application for that. So before I'm going to open to the my application, so every day I'm going to take in the some references files. So I will share you the references file. So for because of already I'm having some content, so this will I will share you after the class. So I'm going to take up the content from here, so and then I will do the work. So because of why, in the sense, because of just for the time being purpose, that's it. Without writing anything, just I'm going to just to take the file, I'm going to show that how the way is working. Okay, so if you are not understanding, just let me know that. So first of all, I said that. So first of all, again, so what is the web application? Web application is the kind of a web pages. So web application is in the sense kind of a web pages. What is the technology we are going to create for the web page? What are the basic technology we are going to create the design the web pages? The basic technology is HTML and CSS. So JavaScript, it will come to the next picture. So I will explain to the JavaScript. So as of now in this course, just assume that HTML and CSS for basic technology to create the web pages. So we are going to create the HTML. We are going to design HTML code. What is the software we are going to design? What is the software we are going to create the web page, create the HTML code? We are having the different softwares. Apart from that, I am selecting the VS Code. Now, so how we are going to how to take the software, how to download. I'm saying that how to use and where I can download the VS Code software. VS Code software. Okay. So for that, see, just go to the Google. I will give you the link also for that. No worries. So here, go to the link and type the VS Code software download. VS Code software download. You will get the some link. Okay, the first link only. You can say that or the first link. I will share you the link also. That's no problem. First link, whatever saying that first link, VS Code software download. Click on that. Just click on that software, because we need to create the HTML, right? So for that, click on that. So go to the Windows and execute. So I think all of the most of the guys, you are using the Windows OS only. So just go to that download. It will be download. So there's so normal softwares only. So I'm going to download this. I think already I have downloaded this softwares in my uh, I'm already having this software in my download section. Just I'm going to open that and I will show you that exactly where is how it's look like. So otherwise, so just click on that Windows. Otherwise, just I'm going to download that. Click on that. This is one kind of software. So click and save. As of now, the I'm going to make it into the download section. So just to save. So it will so the softwares will be download. Okay, the softwares will be download. So it has downloaded. So go to that software. VS Code. Why is the importance of the VS Code in the sense? So we can so why only we have to use the VS Code? Because of it is going to provide to the many plugins within that software. So not only VS Code, not only we are going to create this VS Code software in our application. So we are using the different purposes. Even tomorrow I'm going to use the Angular. So by using the Angular also, I'm going to use the same Visual Studio software. So CSS and JavaScript, TypeScript, HTML, Angular, everything I'm going to use the same software. That is the VS Code software. So once we are going to download this software, just so how the way how we are going to install in the sense, double click and it will ask to the run. Okay, click on next and install. That's it. Okay, so once the software installed successfully, you can go to the control panel and you can check that whether the software is installed proper way or not. So so already I have installed my mission. So the way how we are going to check the VS Code software installed properly or not, in the sense, you can go to the control panel and check that software. So as of now, if you go to the control panel, go to the programs and you can see here. So when you are download the software, just always focus on the icon, how the icon looks like. So I will show you the how icon how it's look like. So VS Visual Studio Code. So okay, actually this is the software which I have downloaded. Okay, so I think it will take time. So this is the software. So VS Code. This is so icon. It should be in the it's in the little blue color. So by using this icon, you can assume that the software is installed in my machine. Okay, the software you have to install in your local machine. Okay, so I will provide you the link where exactly on which link you are going to download. I will provide the link. Okay, so once the software installed successfully, so I have to create the HTML code, right? So for that, what I'm using, right? So let me go to the my local, my local machine. I'm going to select the folder. So because of I need the one file to create the HTML code. So for that, let me go to the uh, so I have created the one HTML code, HTML related folder structure. So here I'm going to use I'm going here in this location, I'm going to create the code. So first of all, VS Code, I said that VS Code, right? By using the VS Code, we are going to develop the HTML. So let me create the one sample HTML here, and then I will open this HTML file into the VS Code. Otherwise, I can go to the VS Code. So next step is create the one local folder in your mission. So after these are the steps I'm saying that this is the setup, one kind of setup I'm saying that after download the software, after download the software. So after download the software, so first step is create the local folder in your mission. That is up to you, wherever you want to create, that is up to you. Second thing is open the that folder through through VS Code software. Okay. Third step is create the HTML file. That's it. Create the HTML file. See why HTML file in the sense why. So I will first of all let me open the that software. Let me open the folder. Open that folder through the VS Code software. So first of all, let me open that. To open the software, so just I have opened the software just now. So just when you are going to download the software, so just click on that VS Code. It will be open the software like this. Okay, this will be open. This is a kind of a software. Once you download it, so we'll get the software like this. This is the one kind of software. So like Notepad is the one kind of software. Notepad plus plus is one kind of software. Word is the one kind of a, so Word is also kind of a, Microsoft Office is also one kind of software. So like that, VS Code also like a one kind of software. So how the way here, try to open the that folder, whatever I have created that folder in my mission. I have created this folder just now. I'm going to open this folder into that software. Keep in mind, I'm creating the HTML, okay, HTML code. So for that, I need the physical file, okay. So I'm going to open the folder. So here, if you create once you VS Code software install successfully, how you are going to open the folder? Go to the file and open folder. And just now, whatever I have selected, right, that I'm going to open that into this folder structure. That's it. And the next, this is the thing. And the next step. So steps, these are the steps. So once downloaded successfully, one software downloaded successfully, create the local folder in your machine. Create, so configuration, just you can say that, that you can say that configuration. I'm saying that configuration. Okay, so create the local folder in your machine, open that folder through the VS Code software. Third step is create the HTML file. So do not, so when you are working the HTML, you have to create the file which is which is which is extension. The file extension should be the HTML. Do not create the, do not create the document like a document X or document X. So document X in the sense Word document related, those are X with the documents. So do not create it by the like this TXT file or something. So do not create by the JPEG files or something. So create always whatever you are going to create, the whatever you are going to create the document, whatever you're going to create the file, that should be extension by the HTML. HTML is one kind of a file extension. So how we are going to do that? How we are going to create the HTML in the sense you have to create the code in the HTML file. Whenever Word document, so whenever doing the Word document, so Word document, what is the Word document? So Word document in the sense once we are going to file successfully, that Word document is going to be saved under the docx, right? When you are going to save the file, that is going to be text file. When you are going to something images files, that is going to be saved by the JPEG or PNG. We are having the different files. The same way, when you are going to Excel in the sense how the file extension of the Excel in the sense what is the extension? XLX. So we are going to use the HTML. Okay, so for developing the HTML, you should create the file with the extension of the HTML .html. You have to create the file with the type of the HTML file. Okay, so next again local folder, open the VS Code, that folder, create the HTML file, and the extension should be the HTML. Now I'm going to create the HTML file. Okay, now I'm going to create the HTML file. So this is the way we are. So now if you are going to open here, once you open the here, if you see that HTML in the sense, right? HTML, just now I have created this folder. I have opened the folder and created the, I am taking this for, I am going to open the, I just click the open folder and I have selected what is the folder I have created. Just I have selected and I click the select folder. Now I have to create the file. So for that, which kind of file I have to select? I have to take the HTML file. Okay, let me give the one file name like index.html or something. So I'm going to create the one file called index.html. I'm going to create the one index.html. So here I'm going to develop the HTML. So here I'm going to develop the HTML. I'm going to create the HTML code. Okay, so this is the where we are going to create the HTML. So download the software, VS Code, create the folder, open that folder. Within that folder, create the HTML file and create your own code. You can start your code. Here you have to start your code. You have to start your code. This place. Okay. So now let me close everything. So I just create the index.html. I created the index.html. So first of all, let me open the one small thing here. So already I'm having the, I will explain you what is the exactly HTML right now again. So HTML is nothing but by using HTML, we can create the web content. For creating the web content, we are going to use the HTML. For styling the content, we are going to use the CSS. We are going to use the CSS. So so coming onwards, what we are going to know that in the sense, we are going to first of all, what is the exactly the HTML. Once we are going to create the code, we are going to learn what is exactly what is the HTML DOM. So what is the exactly what is the content. Okay, how we are going to create the content, everything we are going to learn right now. Okay, so before we are going to learn the HTML, first of all I'm going to explain the one small thing. This is the code. Actually the basic code is, whenever you are going to working with the HTML, whenever we are going to working with the HTML, that everything that should be start with the document type document type HTML. So whenever so actually why in the sense, every time, so in the general situation, what is the thing in the sense, we are having the different document types. So XML is the one kind of a document type, Excel is the one kind of a document type, you know XML is the so document in the sense. So I'm saying that this general in the IT industry, we are having the different documents. XML is the one kind of a document type. Okay, I'm saying that. So HTML also one kind of a document. So everything we are having the different documents. When you are going to working with the HTML, the basic syntax is you should tell to the browser, because of we are going to see the output in the browser, right? This browser, we are going to tell that I am using the document type is equal to HTML. So that kind of instruction we have to give the browser. So for that, what I'm doing, that I'm going to use the document type. So document type HTML. So document type HTML. So it is open by the this is called as a tag. This is open tag and this is a close tag. By using the open tag and the close tag, we are going to we are going to sell the document type, that is the HTML. Actually, this is the HTML5 syntax. So HTML5 syntax. So modern browsers, so all the IT industries, they are using the HTML5 related version. So by whenever we are going the HTML5, we have to create the syntax like this. Document type is called HTML, explanation, document type HTML. And then here we are going to start with the our code. So here we are going to start our code, HTML. So first of all, let me just, I'm going to tell to the one thing here, one small code here. See, first of all, when you are working HTML, you should understand the what is the know uh, what is the open tag, what is the close tag, what is the otherwise one second, what is the open tag, what is the close tag, and what is the element. So this is the terminology actually. So keep in mind, I'm going to use this terminology whenever working with the terminology. I'm going to use these things. You have to keep in mind this is a kind of a terminology. Um, English terminology. So when you are working in the marketing, when you are working with the different organization, we are going to use the terminology, right? English terminology. So that one. So generally we are going to say that in HTML element we are going to call. Sometimes we would say that element. What is the tag? Something tag and attribute. So this is a kind of a German terminology. So every day I'm going to speak these words. So try to understand these things. Attribute and um so as of now, let's that's it. So now we are going to, so I have created the document type HTML, right? So I'm going to start the work. So HTML. So whenever we are going to working with the HTML, whenever going to working with HTML, you have to place the your code within the HTML. You have to write the code within the HTML. We have to write the code in the HTML. What is the meaning exactly these things in the sense? This is going to give the something guidance to the browser. Whatever you write in the code, take that code into the HTML. That kind of statement we have to tell to the browser. So for that, we have to use the HTML. HTML in the sense here, nothing but the element. We are calling that element. HTML, we are going to tell that this is the element. So I'm saying that whenever I'm going to tell to the HTML element in the sense, you have to understand this kind of syntax. So the way how we are going to design the element in the sense, the syntax, the way how we are going to create this element, the way how we are going to create the element in the sense, syntax, basic syntax of creating the element. So everything is element in HTML. So element, what is the basic syntax? So we are going to open with the tag name and close with the tag name. So this is the basic syntax of creating the basic syntax of creating the element. HTML is a element. So tag name in the sense anything. So tag name in the sense anything. Tag name here is nothing. HTML. Open tag name. So again it is close. This is the open tag. This is the close tag, following by the slash. So followed by this slash. So this is nothing but the open tag and HTML tag. So where here, if we are going to write we are going to design the code. Okay. So by default, so here tag. So in the tag, keep in mind, we can create next question. So next thing, first thing is we have to design the doc type. Second thing is we have to create the HTML. Whatever writing the code, that should be in the HTML. Okay, that should be in HTML element. So you should understand the element in the sense this is the element. So what is the element? So first of all, what is the element in the sense? So element is a defined simple thing is an element HTML is defined by the start tag and the close tag. That's it. Just as of now, just keep in mind this is the definition. I will give the another definition coming onwards. So first of all, just what is the element it is, which is close, which contains a start tag and something close tag, that is nothing but the element. So we are going to write the something content into it, so we are not writing still anything on that. So first of all, that should be the element. So now the basic thing is whenever we are working with the HTML, it contains the two elements. Again, one is the head element and one is the body element. Body element. HTML always, HTML, while working the HTML, it's always contained to the two elements. I think you understand the element. What is the element? Element which is followed by the start tag and close tag. You might be having the one question. Can I create the element within the another element? Can I create the, so just now I have created one element within the another element, right? Can I create the one element in another element? Another element. So can I create the one element? Can I create the element? I can say that element in another element. Question. Yes, we can create that. So just now I have created one element, right? I have created the head element and body element in the HTML. We can create the element in another element. We can create. So as of now, if you just assume that HTML is one kind of a parent element, head and body are the child elements of the HTML. Can I create the element in another element? Yes, we can. Yes, we can create the one element to another element. So again, header section, coming to the header section again, come back to here, header section. Here I'm going to tell to the, here just assume that this is a one kind of a project I'm going to develop right now. Just assume that I'm going to create the one project. So when you are working in the project, when you are going to working in the project, you should give the title of that project. See here, my project is a customer project. If you are going to open any website, you might be see the title. It represents the title of the web project. What is the title? So these title we are going to define under the head tag. That title we are going to define into the header tag. So let me create the title. So let me create the title. So title, I'm saying that, so HTML demo. So just I'm going to create the HTML demo. Okay. So now let me save this. So whenever going to working on that, so so whenever working the notepad or Word document, Excel, you are going to save the file, right? The same way I'm going to save the file. Keep in mind HTML, don't think that HTML is very complex. Just this is a very, very simple scripting. This is a very simple language. Okay, so just to feel free that if you're running doubts. Okay, so I've saved that. Now next point, I have created the code. How to see this code into the browser? So I have created the code. How I'm going to see the code, whatever the output I wanted to see this output. I have created the code. Now I did the something code. I wanted to see this code into the web browser. The way how we are going to do that in the sense, in the VS code, I so told you, right? In the VS code here, configuration here. So any plugin, so just here after the softwares. So once the software's VS Code, once you download the software, so how to open the HTML code? Okay, just install the live server plugin. One plugin is there, so that plugin you have to install. One plugin you have to install. So for plugin in the sense like if you are having the mobile, you are going to download the something. If you wanted to install something Instagram, if you want to install the Facebook, if you want to install the some LinkedIn, so how you are going to download, how you are going to install? So there is a Play Store is there, right? The same way this VS Code is having the one Play Store, that is nothing but the extensions. So go to the, just if you just assume that this extension is nothing but the kind of a Play Store. Here, just install the live server. Based on the live server, we can see the output in the browser. We can see the output in the browser. And let me add the some live server. So type the live server, select the live server here, and install. So as of now, I install here. So if you are, I think once you are going to do that, you got the install, the uninstall, you will get the install. So just install, that's it. Click, just a single click, that's install. It will be installed. It will be installed. So otherwise I'm going to uninstall and install. Okay, no problem. So I'm going to uninstall here. I'm going to install again. So I'm going to install again. See that I'm going to install. It won't take much time. So install, that's it. It won't take more than 10 seconds. Okay. So once this is completed, come back to the application. So here, whatever in the file, first icon, if you click the icon here, if you click on the icon, you can see the folder. You can see the folder. In the folder, you can see the what are the files you are going to working on them. So first icon is for which indicates your folder structure. Last icon which indicates the extension. This is a kind of a Play Store. So remaining three, I will say, I will tell you when the situation will come, I will tell you the remaining icons. Okay. So once live server is installed successfully, go to the index.html, go to the index.html, right click, first option, open with live server. Because of just now I have created the live server, right? Live server. This index.html, whatever the index.html, open with that server, open with that plugin. Open that, the plugin, live server plugin. Just click on that. Click on that. That's it. Once you click on that, once you click on that, I will, yeah, I will get the output. What? So you get, you are, I got the output. See, as of now, this is the my project. So as of now, in the body, as of now, this is empty because of I didn't write anything. This is the empty. So as of now, this is empty. I didn't write anything. Okay, so that's the reason it is giving the blank screen, white screen. So if you see that HTML demo is there, HTML demo. So this is nothing but the title of the my project. And as of if this URL which indicates that this URL, whatever the URL, this URL just this is a kind of a domain of the project. So as of now, I'm opening with the live server, right? So that's the reason it's giving the some kind of a domain name to me. So after that, it is giving the file name. So which what is the what is the web page name. So what is the web page name? That is the web page name is index.html. So this is the web page name I have given. So web page name and what is the title. So as of now, if you see that, this is the white screen because of I didn't give the any content within that. So let me create the one content, very simple content. So whatever you write in the content, keep in mind whatever you write in the content, that content having the two types. One is the visibility and not visibility. So visibility and what is the meaning of visible in the sense, whatever you're going to in the content, if you wanted to display that content in the browser, you should write the code into the body section. You should write the code into the body section. Whatever the code, whatever the code, if you wanted to see that content, so whatever the content you want to see that content you should write the code under the body section. So for example, just write, I'm going to write on this some simple thing, web content. So I'm just writing the one web content, something, one small text I'm writing here. So one small text. So otherwise I'm going to take the this is as a left thing, this is taking as a, just I'm going to take a left side and right side. That's it. For I'm showing the output on the right side, the code is in the left side. So whatever I'm going to do the code here, whatever I'm going to changes, it will be impact into the my browser. What is the meaning of HTML? By using the HTML, I can create the content. What is the content right now? I have created just now. I have created the one small text. That's it. So now, so this small text I have created. So again, in the header section, in the header section, in the head section. So what is the difference between head and body in the sense? What is the difference between head and body in the sense? This head section, which will control the entire the web pages. So for example, if you wanted to apply the any style, so if you wanted to apply in the future, you will get it know more about the header section. So it will control the entire the web page. So whatever the things. So if you wanted to add the any style, so external files, if you wanted to add the any external files, if you wanted to add the any scripts, anything. So header section we are going to design on that. So as of now, I'm going to take the one small thing for understanding head section. So I'm taking the meta tag. So I'm taking the one thing here. Uh, what is exactly meaning of that? I will tell you here. So if you see that right now, this is a kind of a different syntax. If you compare to the another HTML, you got it. HTML is one kind of a code where you can write the by using HTML. So browser can understand whatever the code, whatever the content I'm writing. So it contains the header tag, and it contains to the one body tag. It contains to the one body tag. So let me just understand purpose. Just I'm going to give this some enter here. So contained the one thing head tag and one thing is a body tag. So again, head tag is contained to the title. But this syntax, if you see that this is a kind of a different syntax. Actually, in the HTML, we can design the element in two ways. We can design the element in the two ways actually. I can say that I can two ways. Just now I told the tag name and tag name, right? We can design the element in the two ways. Either we can open the open tag and close tag. Otherwise, if you not understand tag name tag, I'm going to write the open tag. So close tag. Can open, we can, otherwise you can open with the self tag. I'm saying that def self tag. So we can design the two ways. First way and second way. So based on the situation, we have to use the syntaxes. We can design the syntaxes two-way syntaxes. This is the, if you see that HTML is the first syntax, and the body also it's belong to the body also it's belong to the first syntax, and header section also belong to the first syntax. So meta, so whatever I'm writing the keyword, what does it exactly mean? What is the meaning of this meta? What is the character set? So not the character set, character set. So exactly what is the meaning of that? Actually, what is the, so in the modern browsers, when you're working the modern browsers, you should not working on the, you have to working on the different symbols. You have to work on the different uh, you know different languages, many languages. You have to work on that. You might be working on that, mathematical operations, something syntaxes, mathematical related expressions, symbols, currency symbols, many things are there. So everything, everything you have, browser needs to understand whatever the symbol you are going to write down. Browser need to be understand that. So for understanding that, first of all, we are going to use the meta. Meta, that character set is equal to UTF-8. So modern browsers, every modern browsers following the, this is a kind of a character set. What is the meaning exactly in the sense? When you are working on the, when you are trying to open the web browser, some web browsers might be, all the all the modern web browsers needs to support almost all the languages. Not all languages, each and every character, like letters, numbers, symbols, everything. So for supporting that, we are going to use the meta character set UTF-8. Okay. So what is the exact? So meta is okay. So you understand meta. So this okay. So if you see that, this is okay. But what is the syntax of again this one? So this self tag is okay. But what is this exactly? What is the meaning of syntax this one? So what is the meaning of this one? So actually character set, actually here we called as attribute. What is the attribute? So I said that, I think I already explained that attribute. So you need to keep in mind some keywords, terminology, element, attribute. So what is the attribute? So again, what is the attribute in the sense? Attribute is a provides the some additional information to the element. What is the meaning of exact meaning of in the sense? Additional information. Something information about the element. So when you are going to render the, when you are going to execute the your project in the browser, so HTML, this browser needs to understand the some additional information about the respective element, respective element. So browser needs to, so when you are going to meta, that's okay. So browser cannot understand what do you mean. First of all, when you're saying the meta, what do you mean, what is the thing? I don't know what is the information we are trying to give. So in this way browser is going to be understand. So when you are going to provide this thing, so actually character set, not only UTF-8, we are having the different values, many number of character sets we are having. So most popular thing is UTF-8 format. So we are telling to the browser, please use the character set UTF-8 format. So in this way, browser can understand, okay, based on the attribute, it will understand, okay, this meta element is providing the something information to me. So based on that, I have to execute. So keep in mind, this is the element, this is the element, this is the element, and this is the attribute. And what is called, this is as attribute value. Attribute value is followed by the double quotes. Syntax is, keep in mind, always attribute value, you have to give the syntax based on the double quotes or single quote. That's your wish. You can make the double quotes, or you can give the single quote. That's no issue. Either you can give the double quotes or you can give the single quotes. But my recommendation is use the double quotes. And always you have to give the space. Do not combine this thing in such a way. You should give the something space between to the element name and the attribute. Give the some space. After the attribute, before the attribute and the attribute value, give the is equal to operator. Give the is equal operator. Give the equal operator. So syntax I'm writing here. See that syntax. So same thing. I'm going to copy something syntax I'm writing. I'm writing that. Some for understanding. So element name, attribute name equal to attribute value. This is the syntax you have to follow. This is the self-related thing. So what about the open tag and close tag later? We are going to define the different ways, right? We are going to define the different ways, right? So how we are going to define the another way? So the same way, just copy and here syntax. What's about the open tags, close tag in the sense? It will coming as a this thing. That's it. Element name, attribute value, and this way. Okay. So in this way we are going to design. So now coming back to the application, so body section here. So if you, as of now, I'm going to give the meta character site UTF-8. When I'm going to say, what will happen, right? Automatically this browser will be update. So whenever going to write this something comma, comma, comma. So when I'm going to save that, so when I'm going to file save that, what will happen, right? Automatically it will update, it will show the output. Okay, it will be show the output. So when I'm going to write the something, when you are saving, automatically it will show the output. Okay, so now let me remove that. Now coming back to the application again, so here in the body section, I'm going to write down this some few things about the body. um, so now I'm going to write down this something about the body section. So let me come back to the here. um, I'm having the one small content. So for avoiding the time, for avoiding the time, so let me go to the something. I'm going to write the small content. So I'm going to write down one small content. So I'm going to copy. So and keep in mind whenever going to design. So I actually I forgot to tell one thing. So whenever you're going to design the body, by default text format, even you are going to give the spaces, blank spaces. If you are giving the spaces, anything. So I'm going to give the blank spaces by default text format in the body section. So keep in mind. So whenever going to give the black spaces, anything. Okay, so I'm going to give the something spaces here. Okay, see, even if you see that it contains the web content, so here it's not printing any spaces between on that. So by default, what will happen, right? Browser will avoid whatever the blank lines between to the text. So it will avoid. It will show the. It will avoid actually. It won't show the blank spaces or everything. So this is so now what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to make this some a very simple. So this is the very simple basic text, how we are going to handle the very basics text about the in the HTML. So and one more thing is, see, whenever you are going to some situations, uh, you just assume that I'm going to tell the one small trick here. Just keep in mind question: can I create the comment in my code? And I don't want to. So question I'm saying that I don't want to see that comment in the browser. Can I is it possible? Can I do that? Browser. So try to understand the question. Can I create the comment? I wanted to write the something comment about the something, but I don't want to display that comment into the browser. Can I do that? In the sense, yeah, we can do that. We can do that also. So comment in the sense, so comment which is followed by the explanation mark. So I'm going to write one comment here. See, this is so as usual, you are going to open the tag name and close the tag, and write the explanation mark and write the dash dash. So here I am writing, I'm writing something comment. See, when I'm going to write the code within the comment section, it is not displaying here. This is in the green mark, right? So this is why I'm using the VS Code actually. So when you're working the Notepad plus plus, I can't get the this kind of intelligence or something rich text. So that's the reason we are taking the VS Code actually. So if you see that which is in the green color, it is not displaying here. That means that we can create the comment in the HTML code. So why in the comment? In the sense when you are working in the real-time organizations, developers, some situation developers, they are writing their own comments. So when they develop the something code, so after 10 days, after 15 days, they might be forget with what they have written. So they wanted to tell to the another developer. So I have created this code. So you can check the comment. So in the comment, I can get it. No, okay, this code has developed because of this one. So for the situation, you are going to write the comment. Okay. So let me add the one header section just once. So I'm going to add one small content. So by default, see that I'm going to write the spaces or lines. I'm not getting the anything. So I wanted to control the content. I wanted to control the text. So for that, what I'm doing, right? I'm going to create the one small text format. I'm going to write the one small text. So this is one small text. This is I've taken from the Google. This is the text I'm going to take from the Google. When you're working the your own things, you can take the any text from the Google. Just I've taken this from the Google. Okay, so let me word wrap this one. So I've taken this one is from the Google. So here what I'm doing, right, in the sense, so first of all, so this is the content. So by default I have given entire thing spaces I've given, but it is not displaying the spaces. But I wanted to design the something you know proper text format. Okay, see, right now I've created one some content. So let me add the something here. Okay, so before that, I'm going to tell to that I wanted to use this heading. So whenever we're working the application, whenever working the web application, keep in mind a web application, every web application contain to the heading section. Every web application contain the heading. So how we are going to handle this kind of headings? We are going to take by using the different elements for displaying the content. So header section. So I'm going to write down here heading section. Okay, this heading section. Okay, so for printing the heading section, we are going to use the heading. So we are having the different form, different kind of a heading sections. So apart from that, so let me take the one heading. So this is a kind of a heading. By using the H1 element, I'm saying that H1 element. Keep in mind, I'm saying that h1 element. Okay, so h1 element, again, it is going to be the syntax of the h1 element, in the sense that's open by the close, that's open, that contain the open tag and close tag, or close tag always which followed by the slash symbol. Okay, so h1, in the h1, what I'm writing, right, in the h1, always when you're writing the code, in the whenever writing the content, this is called as a content. Whenever you are going to create the content in the h1, that will become a header section. That will become the header section. See, right now I'm going to save that and see that what will be the output. See, now it's see the output. We see the output. Okay, so whatever we're writing the output, see the output. I'm going to, so this header section, so I'm going to, so once if you learn the basics, then we can implement this kind of a mini project. Okay, so this, so I will tell you the why the green color scheme, everything. So header section, so once you are going to, if you wanted to make this something heading, if you wanted to apply the headings in your application, just use the header sections, that which is followed by the h1. We are having the different kind of headings. So h1 heading, so h2 headings, h3 headings. So I will show you that the way how we are going to design that. See h1, so h2, in the sense, what will happen, right? It will give the a small heading compared to the h1, and we are having the h3 also. We are having the h3 also. So based on the situation, we can go to the which kind of heading we wanted to display. H3. So again h4. So h4 also is there. So based on the format, so which kind of format we wanted to take that, we can take that. So the meaning, this font size will become, this compared to the h4, h3 font is little big, and the h4 is, h2 is a, it's kind of large based on the, compared to the h3, and h1 is looks like this. Even we can have the h5 also, that's no problem. Even h5 also we are having, and h6 also, h6 also, h6 also. So here I'm going to h5, I'm going to write this something Google, and here I'm going to write this something Microsoft. Okay, see that. So Microsoft is very small, Google and heading. So see, this is the difference. Okay, now come back to this one. Again, the compared to this format, but I wanted to make this as a different paragraphs. Actually, I wanted to make this as a different paragraphs. So for that, what I'm doing, right? So as of now, I wanted to make sure this is one kind of paragraph. I wanted to make this is one kind of a paragraph. I wanted to make this is a one kind of a paragraph. Okay, this is a small text I have taken from the Google. I wanted to take this as one kind of a paragraph. Okay, so now how we are going to design these different paragraphs again. So I wanted to make this content into the paragraph. That's it. Then I will get the output. So I wanted to make this as one kind of a paragraph. I want to see, right now I'm controlling the I'm working on the text, purely text. I'm going to controlling the my text. I wanted to display the, I don't want to display this text content like this. I wanted to split this content into the different paragraphs. Okay, I don't want to display this kind of a thing into the single uh, single area, you can say that. So for that, what I'm taking, I'm going to take up the different paragraphs. So for that, we are having the, in the HTML, we are having the paragraph element. By using the paragraph element, we can we can write the text content in the format of paragraph. In the format of paragraph, if you wanted to display in the browser, we are having the element that's called as a paragraph element. By using the paragraph element, we can design that. Okay, so for that, again, I'm going to go to the paragraph element. I'm going to type this some paragraph element, see that what is happening. So I'm going to take the paragraph. I'm going to writing the content into the paragraph. So what I will show you the output of how it's look like. So paragraph. So again, I'm going to design this one as a paragraph. I'm going to design this as a paragraph. Okay, so I'm going to write the code in the paragraph section. Paragraph. So I wanted to make this in the paragraph. Okay, paragraph. Again paragraph. Again paragraph. So if you see the project here, This is the one paragraph. This is the one paragraph. This is the one paragraph. Three paragraphs I'm having. This is also one kind of paragraph. Left hand side you are saying, right hand side you are saying, this is also one kind of paragraph. So different paragraphs I'm having. This is a heading section. This is a paragraph section. Okay, so such way I'm designing that. So first of all, so paragraph. Okay, paragraph. I'm writing the paragraph. So now I design the paragraph. See now what will happen when I'm going to save the code, and here I'm going to remove the things. Actually, I'm going to here what will happen. Just now I'm going to tell to the comment section, right? I'm going to make this in the comment section. So I don't want to display. Actually, I don't want to display this code. Okay, so I'm going to make this in the comment section. So what will happen is, but the comment section, it won't be displayed into the browser, right? So I'm going to write the comment here. So from up to here to here. So this one, this syntax, just now we have designed the comment section, right? I'm going to open, open tag and close tag. And I have created the explanation mark dash dash. That's it, comment section in the sense. This is the syntax. This is the syntax. Okay. I'm going to make this comment right now, and let me save. So whenever working the save, how we are going to indicate that file is save or not in the sense by checking this notification. So if you see that notification, if indicates of one in the sense, one file yet to be saved. So when you are going to open the browser, make sure that this notification should be 0. You should not, you should, well, I'm going to see that, see this area, see that what will happen. When I'm going to save that, see that it will be gone. That means that my file has saved. So now you see that, now I got the output. See, now you see that what is the earlier output. Now see that our earlier, now this is the now present output. I did the paragraph. I split the text content to the different paragraphs. I split the content to the different paragraphs. Okay, I will close the 8:45. Just give me the 10 minutes. I'm having the some little I have to explain here. So I'm going to make this. I'm going to make I made this in the different paragraphs. Okay, keep in mind. First again, I'm going to tell that I'm going to start with the doc type HTML. I'm saying the document HTML. I'm writing the contents, whatever I'm going to write the code that is in the, that's in the HTML code. HTML content to the two section, header section and body section. His head element and a body element, you can say that head open tag and close head open tag, body open tag and close body close tag. You can say that. And again, head content to the two elements. A meta element is I can observe that this is a kind of a self element which is closed it's by itself, and the title I'm having on the title which represents the project. And again to the body tag, again to the body tag. So body tag is here. See, I have closed the body tag here. Again the body tag. Body tag, what is the meaning of body tag? By using the body tag, I can show the content to the browser. In the body tag, I'm having the header section. What is the header? So for showing the header section, like the project, so for showing the header section, I have to use the heading icon. So what is the element we are going to use? We can use the different, we are having the different elements, H1 element, H2 element, H3 element, up to H6. So apart from that, I have selected the one H1 element. I said that a heading. So otherwise, if you want to say that, if you want to say that, I H1 heading for understand that H1 heading, I can say that H1 heading. For understanding H1, I said that H1. So I'm having the H1 heading. Again, I'm having the I have made the my text into the different paragraphs. So I'm having the 4 paragraphs. First paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, and fourth paragraph. All are available in the body section. This body section is available in the HTML. Okay, this is we did. This is we did. Now again back to here. I wanted to make this into the again. I wanted to make this into the different sections. Different sections. I wanted to make this into the. Keep in mind, I wanted to make this into the different sections. Okay, different sections. So how we are going to how we are going to make this thing three different section. So apart from that, I'm going to explain the one small thing here, this here, before I'm going to make the different sections. I wanted to explain this something here. So if I wanted to make this one as a strong text, I wanted to make this as a strong text. So we can use the strong element. So strong element in the sense like this. See what I'm doing, right? See that. So strong element. So what I'm doing, right? Strong. So what I'm doing, right? Strong element. So I wanted to make this is a strong text. So see this, what will be happen. So strong text. Again paragraph. Again see that. Can we support? Can I? So question I did the one. I raised one question. Can I create the can I create the element in another element? Yes, I can do that. So I am doing the element. I'm going to creating the element in the another element. Okay. So strong. So when I'm going to do the strong, see that what will be the output. See that when I'm going to save the change, see that. Now see that this is was little bit something strong format. This is in the strong format. This is in the strong format. If I wanted to use the italic format. So I wanted to use this as a something italic format. Italic. So italic format in the sense we are going to use the EM. EM. So M. So by using the EM element, I can do that italic format. See that is the italic format. So we are having the different text related formats we are having. So apart from that, strong, I said that strong in the sense I can make this strong. So I can make the italic. Even you can, so that means that if this is a bold format, bold, it's in the bold format. Okay, this is in the italic format. So even you can do by using the another areas also. So by making the bold format, so I'm taking this one for without the confusion. I can get the some situation, see that this is the way you have to keep in mind. So I can by using the bold format also I can bold that. See that this is also having the bold format. See now strong and bold, giving the same output. Either you can use the you can use the strong format and you can use the bold format. Exactly what is the difference between this one? So you are using the two elements but giving the same output. Then what is the difference between this strong format and bold format? Difference is, see, in the modern browsers, the main thing is every website, if you are going to design your website, whenever you're going to search engines are there. So whenever search engines search something, okay, whenever search engine search something, it will be going to be prioritize the what is the uh, what are the strong formats it's having on that. So actually if what I can say that, right, strong format, whatever we're going to design, whatever we're going to give the content in the strong format, it can be searchable by the search engines. It can be searchable by the search engines. When you are going to write the code in the bold format, it won't be searchable by the search engines. It won't. Google simply avoid this text. Google or Bing simply avoid the text when you are writing the code in the bold format. When you are writing when you are writing the code in the strong format, it will be searchable. It can search. It will take the prioritize. It will consider. Google will consider. Bing will consider. Every search engine can consider. If you write the code in the bold format, it cannot consider. So even if you write the code in the atomic something I, so even you can write the code in the I also. So my recommendation is, so these are the text related format. These are the strong EM. These are the latest version related. HTML latest version related elements. Okay, so even I can create the I something I. Even I can get the same output. So based on this, so even I can get the same output. See, I'm going to write the. Otherwise, I'm going to write down here on this. So I'm going to write here something here. So I write the I here. Okay, I. See that this one. I got the same output. So whatever write in the code, it will search engines can't understand what we are created the in the content. Okay. Again, this is the a simple text format related. So I said that uh, you know I said the sections, right? I wanted to make the this is a different sections. This one is the one section. This one is the one section. This one is the one section. I wanted to display the different sections. So for that, what I'm doing that simply for that simply what I'm doing that I'm going to make the sections here. So for making the sections, what for see the keep in mind when you are doing the sections in the sense keep in mind you need the what is the topic, and then based on the topic you have to create the sections. Keep in mind when you are going to create the sections, keep in mind what is the topic you are having on that section, then you have to create the section. Okay, so then so here what I'm doing, right, I'm going to create the sections, right? So for that what I'm doing, right, let me take this one paragraph, this one I wanted to make this one section, this is the one section. uh, I'm having the four sections right now. Okay, so now we are having the section element in the HTML for making the sections. Okay, so for making the sections we are having the section element. So section, so section, so section, so section, I'm saying that section. So in the section, when you are designing the section, you should give the what is the topic of that. So I'm going to give the topic is called here. I'm going to give the topic is called to heading one. I'm going just for understanding purpose, I'm going to give the heading topic, heading one related topic, heading one related topic. And this is the topic name, topic related description. This is under the section. This is the section. Okay, so again section is also one kind of a element which describes about the content. So as of now see that once you are get the output, we will get the what is the exactly output. I am saying that. So now again here section, I'm saying that section, section, I'm saying that section. Okay, section always keep in mind section when you are working the section,